What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to USD. We're also going to be looking at the current coin market cap, as you guys can see right here. And we're also going to be looking at DueDEX because I believe today is the day where I'm actually going to be buying in. So if you guys want to follow me on that trade, definitely make sure to check that out. Also, we're going to be specifically talking a little bit more about XRP. I know I had a ton of feedback in yesterday's video in regards to me not talking about XRP as much as I should have. So today we're going to spend a little bit more time on XRP. We'll start the technical analysis on XRP, then Bitcoin, and then some of the other cryptocurrencies. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump into today's episode. So as you guys can see, I'm on my YouTube channel right now. Yesterday's video did very well. We were talking about in regards to the breakout happening. As expected, I do believe we are in a bull market, and by May, maybe the next 3 or 4 months, we should continue to see very rapid growth in the market. Some small, corrections or retracements, but then followed by some immediate movements to the upside. But ultimately, I think, in the long term, we are headed in the upwards direction, and we should be setting some previous highs and definitely some all-time highs for this year. Not all-time highs ever, but for this year. So definitely retesting $10, $11, $12, $13,000. As you guys know, Bitcoin has literally just broken 10K yesterday, which is absolutely fantastic, if not this morning. This is huge news for Bitcoin. This is absolutely amazing, and I do believe this is only just a little piece of what we're going to be seeing come the next couple of weeks, if not months, to prices as high as $13,000, $14,000, $15,000. It's going to be pretty freaking awesome. But yes, yesterday we did discuss that we are going to see some sort of small correction, and I'm going to continue off of that basis for Bitcoin, and I do believe XRP and the other cryptocurrencies are going to follow. I also want to shout myself out for Twitter, guys. I'm really trying to be very proactive on Twitter, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys can follow me. My information is right here. It's also linked in the description. Crypto V Official or Crypto TV Official. You'll find my Twitter right here. I'm trying to, engage and react with all of you guys. So if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns or your own opinions on the market or technical analysis, definitely make sure to share it with me on Twitter so I can respond back to you and be able to actually have a personal conversation on Twitter. Definitely make sure to check that out. Also, if you're interested in my trades and things like that, definitely make sure to check out Patreon down below. There's a link in the description where you guys can get specific access to where I believe the market is going to be headed to. So I definitely recommend you check that out as well. So to jump right into the technical analysis, you guys can see on the current coin market cap, we have a very interesting market right now. We're kind of up, some coins much higher than others. We have Binance Coin and Tezos up double digits, which is interesting. But as for the top 10 cryptos besides Binance Coin, we're doing quite well. Majority of the market is kind of in some sort of consolidation. It's kind of odd. You see, we do have this uptrend right here, and it looks like we're kind of hitting a peak right now. We're kind of starting to plateau as we hit some sort of resistance up top here, and that's what I want to talk about more in depth today. You can see on XRP, it looks like we peaked right now. You can see there's a lot of confusion and a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. We definitely have some very interesting candle wicks the past couple of days, some very uncertain moves right here, retesting support at 26 cents, and we have a clear resistance probably set at around 28 cents where we are not able to break through. And I do believe the reason being is because we've pretty much been overextended on XRP, and we've traveled quite a bit away from our uptrend and the small support that we have on the daily charts right here. You'll also notice that we are quite a bit overbought on the daily charts, and I do believe the 4-hour as well. No, we did come back ever some on the 4-hour. We were overbought right over here on the 5th, just a couple of days ago. Today's the 9th, so 4 days ago. But for the most part, we've been pretty much staying at the same price. We've just lowered ourselves on the relative strength indicator, but I do believe we're still a little bit overbought right now on the daily, and that does give us reason to believe there's probably going to be a small correction to the downside right here, probably down to 26, if not 26 cents is definitely where I'm expecting this to go. Basically just enough to lower us down. I'm looking for a 60 to 50 on the RSI before I would consider this to be a great buying opportunity. And that's only short term. If you look at things on a long-term perspective, I definitely think if you're holding on to XRP, come the next couple of months, it will make you a massive positive return on investment. And I do believe that 2020 is going to be the first year for XRP to actually make a positive return on your investment, with prices shooting up to about 36 87, maybe even 83 cents. That's a conservative approach. Throw in FOMO buyers, we could easily be looking at $1, $2, $3, maybe even $4 on, on XRP. These prices are definitely possible when you include FOMO buying. In a conservative approach, anywhere from 35 to maybe 84 cents is where I'm expecting the market to go. You can see we've pretty much breached this downtrend, this resistance right here, and we're starting to climb back up. And I can almost guarantee about 99% that maybe by May or April of 2020, we're going to see XRP's price up at around 37 cents. So long-term trading, definitely a great buy, a great hold. But I do believe we're going to be hitting some resistance right now, and we do need some short-term consolidation and some short-term retracement right now. Now we are going to discuss Bitcoin right now, coin that has literally broken $10,000, absolutely wild. And with this, we're actually going to be setting up a trade on DueDEX right now. I'm going to be shorting the market with leverage of 10 times for a small correction to the downside. I will be showing you that in a second. But as for right now, we are going to discuss the Bitcoin technical analysis, and then we will do the short on DueDEX. If you guys want to follow me on DueDEX, I believe probably most of you have a DueDEX account already. If you don't, I did link it in the description down below. It's the first link where you guys can actually get sign-up bonuses, but also be able to short Bitcoin. And the fact is, not many other places and exchanges like Coinbase Pro are you actually able to short Bitcoin, and that's huge. That's why I love DueDEX. That's why I use it so much. You can actually short the market and make a crap ton of money off of it if you know what you're doing. So now, looking at Bitcoin right now, you guys can clearly see we are nearing overbought right now. Notice every single time we were overbought in the past, we tend to correct back down. Scroll back to January 30th. We retested a resistance. We consolidated back down. We tested resistance once again, being near overbought. Then we consolidated back down. This takes about 5 to 7 days. I explained this in yesterday's video, but a quick recap. You can see the consolidation is about 12, 13 days here. We have 12. This day is about 8 days here. So I'm honestly expecting to see about a week of consolidation. And this is pretty much right where this movement is right here. So you can see we are retesting 10K right now with a bit of resistance. If I scroll out and I move back into the past, you can see why $10,000 is such a strong support and such a strong resistance for Bitcoin. You can see back here we had pretty much over a month, if not a month exactly, of using the $10,000 as a support. We broke below it, we went immediately right back up, and then once again we used it as a very strong support, being that we withheld the currency. So the fact is we are retesting this, and if we can break this barrier, the sky's the limit, and it will continue to act as a very strong support. But the problem is being below it right now, it's going to be very difficult to break through. The really only way we're going to be able to break through here is if we get the consolidation we need and then the volume to come into the market. So I'm honestly anticipating some consolidation like we've seen in the past like this, and I can easily see us either going back down to as low as $9,550 or maybe conservatively, maybe $9,800, a small consolidation at 98. Anytime we retest this support, that's going to be when I close the buy or close the short position and buy in long, because I expect something like this to happen and then an immediate break, or consolidation like this and then an immediate break. So that's why I'm going to be opening a short. Who knows? Maybe it's the wrong thing to do. Maybe it's the right thing, but I am going to take a risk, and I'm going to short this down to retesting the white uptrend right here, and then expect to see a bullish break to the upside. So to actually make that right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to DueDEX. We're going to type in at the current limit price. I believe you could do a market order, but I'm just going to do a limit in case we close. You can see right here, we're going to short the market at the current price. We're going to do, let's do 1,000. I think we could do more. Let's do 1,500 with 10 times leverage. We could do more. We have more buying power. We could do, 15,000. I'm a little bit nervous about doing that, so I'm not really going to leverage this right now. You guys do have the option to do more if you wanted to. So I am going to short the market where we currently are right now. You can see the 1,500. The price, let's do once again, bam, 10,083 right here, and then sell short. We're going to do 10 times, quantity after, confirm the short. So now we have a position opened right here, as you guys can see, active order and a position order. And yeah, so everything's set. Otherwise, let's look at Ethereum really quickly, and then we'll wrap up today's episode. Ethereum and Litecoin, you can see very clearly why the short position I did was made. You can see being overbought, and we're also seeing a reversal candle forming right here. Very high chance that we are going to start consolidating back down, probably heading back down to 50 or 60 on the RSI, or at least retesting this uptrend right here, if not consolidating back down to 72, if not a little lower. Same thing goes with Ethereum being extremely overbought right now. A lot of these markets are very overextended, and they do need to come back down some. So that's honestly what I'm anticipating to happen with the rest of the market. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Guys, remember to check out my Twitter. Once again, I'm trying to, increase the engagement by a lot, so definitely make sure to check it out over there. It is linked in the description. Otherwise, I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.